Salam sejahtera and welcome to JomUnited. We are a Malaysian Manchester United fan channel. Yes, dengan bangganya Buatan Malaysia. Okay, guys, what a fantastic weekend of football. Harimau Malaya trash Singapore 4-1. Okay, and we saw the banner. Tiada satu klub yang lebih besar daripada negara. Namun demikian ada satu klub yang paling besar di antara semua klub-klub, iaitu Manchester United. Okay. Having said that, okay, the other clubs, the supposedly big clubs around us, they are all dropping points like durians, okay, and ada satu salam 3-1 Liverpool, okay, gua cakap, okay, fan lollipop semua, okay, whereas Manchester United, I think we are getting a rhythm, okay, we are getting a style of play, okay, we are not there yet 100%, but then I think somehow we got some sense of confidence, all right. So I'm going to start off with Eddie first today. Eddie, how does it feel to be a Manchester United fan at this moment? At least for this game week. This game week.
This game week, it's just fantastic. I think it's like one result after another, all, on our side. As you said just now, all the other teams are dropping points, especially those who are above us and those who are trying to catch up with us. They're all dropping points. And we continue to rake in 3 points after 3 points, home and away. So, this week, it's been fantastic.
Okay, another thing I want to ask
January and 4th January, fantastic.
To share some stats, okay, I think this is the 7 consecutive game that we won at home, okay? I think it's been quite a while since we managed to rake up some records of this kind. Usually, I think the past season or so, our home record was terrible. Okay, how does it feel now that Old Trafford is becoming a fortress again? Eddie, do you think that, teams, when rivals come to our stadium, they feel scared, the intimidation is there?
I think other teams will feel intimidated, and slowly I think Old Trafford is turning into a fortress again. Not quite there yet, to be honest. I think that there are still teams coming in and they feel that, okay, playing against United, this is the chance for them to really shine. But the good thing is that we are soaking in all the pressure that's coming in. The team is just soaking it in and putting on performance after performance. And those games like the recent one, Bournemouth, for example, these are the games that we used to play on. When we play, we either end up drawing or maybe even losing. But the game the other day, I just didn't see us losing. No doubt, when I looked at the lineup, I was scared. I was worried, especially because of the back four, and but yeah, we did well. We didn't concede, which is another good news. Yeah, so. Good job, Ten Hag.
Okay, Doc mentioned Ole broke lots of records. So speaking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, right? I think the back five that started was pretty much Ole Gunnar's back five. So Josh, okay, I believe you watched the game also, right? Because we were chatting throughout the night. So having seen the starting lineup yesterday before the game started, were you afraid? Were you anxious? Our captain was back.
A bit nervous, a bit anxious because everyone was at their par because we just needed one slip up for everyone to be demotivated back. But of course, at the end of the day, we all back the manager, we all trust the manager, and there was consistency of the type of play that he has been doing. And looks like the system that he's playing, has been improving, getting players improving day by day. I was very, very impressed with one specific player actually yesterday, but like Wan-Bissaka, he came into the squad, giving a tough time for Dalot to come back to play right back also, especially coming into a game like Arsenal and City next. But yeah, I was very anxious, very afraid. As much as I, want to, ensure that we get clean sheet, Maguire was someone that, that things will not happen if he plays. But thankfully, we saw a bit of blunders here and there. Like he wanted to give that corner, he swerved the ball right straight to the corner, and then we considered the corner. But it was very, very scary to have Maguire and Lindelof back actually, because Lindelof also haven't played for a long time. But thankfully, we were quite organized lah. We were quite organized, especially the back five. Thankfully, and 7 clean sheets. If I'm not wrong, right? I think Doc will correct me if he's monitoring the clean sheets. But yeah, 7 clean sheets, and thankfully for that.
I was waiting for one particular word from you, lah. DDG. I was like, oh, thank God for but nothing. No compliment, no props or anything for
I
David De
wouldn't-
Gea.
No,
The
because
spotlight
I
is on
don't
you. David De Gea, fantastic save. Pretty much, I think he actually saved us in the game where we were like, although we were like 1 goal ahead, 2 goals ahead, right? But if just say Bournemouth, they would have scored 1 goal, right? It would have changed the rhythm of the game and whatnot. So give some props to David De Gea. Come on, Josh.
For sure. Okay, kudos to David De Gea lah. As much as we always criticize him because we expect him to be at his best every single time. This is the expectancy of a great goalkeeper, right? He didn't make any mistake. That's the best part. Okay, because I'm still very skeptical of him clearing with his keep clearing with his right foot when the ball comes to his left foot. But never mind, it's a 7 clean sheet. Let's continue to do that, and I hope it goes through against Arsenal and City as well.
He was using a lot of his right hand yesterday, man. His diving saves.
Yes.
He had his no Milo save. Okay, Doc, you see, shout out to Doc. Okay, I'm doing this for you, Doc. You see, okay, so respect when respect is due. Okay, Jai. Next thing nak tanya, okay, tadi Josh ada mention, okay, performance Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Okay, actually pendapat saya bukan saja Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Diego Delo juga masuk main semalam. Okay, minit-minit terakhir. Boleh nampak juga itu hunger dia, keinginan dia untuk membuat sesuatu boleh nampak. And then satu lagi boleh nampak, Luke Shaw juga balik kepada form Roberto Carlos dia yang dulu, yang form England dia, dan juga Tyrell Malaysia. So, apa pendapat you? Fullbacks kita sekarang semakin lama semakin kuat boleh nampak.
Jadi sebenarnya kita kena beri kepujian kepada Erik ten Hag lah. Sebab the key ialah Erik ten Hag. Sebab kita boleh nampak the performance, yes, semua kita boleh nampak, semua perform. And then kita boleh nampak build up attacking daripada bawah ke atas untuk dapatkan jaringan yang second goal ke tak silap I. So, semua perform. Semua dalam keadaan yang baik dan sekarang kita kena kekalkan momentum daripada segi game pace kita, daripada segi nervous kita, daripada segi control game kita semua. Dekat sini, kita memang patut beri kepujian pada yang paling mustahak sekarang ialah Erik ten Hag dah melakukan sesuatu kepada pasukan Manchester United. Kita boleh nampak game by game and by game. And then performance pada player, yes, kita boleh nampak Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Rashford, Shaw. So dekat sini the key adalah daripada Erik ten Hag sendiri. Pada I patut diberi satu kredit untuk Erik ten Hag dan kita lupakan manager-manager yang lain nak buat masa sekarang.
Manager yang lama.
Yang lama.
Okay, Eddie, based on what Josh mentioned and Jai mentioned, right? Erik ten Hag and also the involvement of the pairing of Victor Lindelof and also Harry Maguire yesterday. So do you think that this pairing that Erik ten Hag actually selected, right? What is he actually trying to do right now? Because those two is clearly they already fall off the pecking order and whatnot already. So what do you think he's actually trying to achieve with playing those two centre backs yesterday?
I just think that Ten Hag is trying to rotate his players. Few reasons. First of all, it's playing at home, so he probably thinks that we're going to be strong at home. Okay. Secondly, we're playing against Bournemouth, a team that he's not underestimating the opponent, but maybe he feels confident that even with just Lindelof and Maguire in the center of defense would be sufficient to hold back Bournemouth. And also perhaps giving a rest to Varane and maybe Martinez. As we saw that he did come out, he did come in towards the end of the game, probably it's just a matter of rotating his players, and maybe also to make sure that the players that we have in that position, everybody has a chance to play. Otherwise, when are those going to play?
True.
We have big games coming up. important games coming up. So yeah, let Varane and Martinez have a rest. Let these two come and play, and see how it goes. And everything turned out well. Alhamdulillah.
Another theory is Eric Ten Hag tried to give Bournemouth an advantage by providing them an extra fridge. Nice guy, Eric Ten Hag. Okay, Josh, we got to talk about. I think, like Jai mentioned, Eric Ten Hag, one of the factors, a huge factor. I would say it's the most biggest factor, the way that we are performing, the way we are right now. There's one particular player I personally believe is making such an impact. The player that we're talking about, we've been asking for all this while, okay, in the form of Casemiro, the CDM, bro. Okay, do you think that he actually set the bar, a standard for a CDM? Instead of just being the guy who cleans up and to do the dirty work, like maybe under Herrera last time, you can see so much more from him. So what's your take on that?
I only can say thank you so much for Casemiro for coming to Manchester United, because he's now silencing all the critics, especially to those that thinks that he's so expensive to come at Manchester United at this age. And now it shows that the experience really counts. He comes at really critical time. As much as we wanted a defensive midfielder to clean the things behind, he was also scoring goals and providing assists, getting critical runs. Doing all the sliding tackles to intercept. Wow, that's a complete DM that we needed. And he's not actually at his peak. Just bear in mind, he's actually at his most experienced. At his peak at Real Madrid, he's probably the single man that can cover the whole midfield. But we needed him to cover like Eriksen, Bruno, and yesterday, Van de Beek to for the rest to do their ability. But yeah, Casemiro silencing everyone and silencing all the critics, and really appreciate him coming to Manchester. I hope we can keep him as fit as possible, especially when we have another 20 more games in the Premier League. And I think that's why, just to tap on what Eddie was saying just now, we need the rotation of players as critical as we can, because games are going to come back to back, and we also have Barcelona to play with in the Europa. So yeah, two defensive. I really appreciate our defensive now, as much as we can score goals, we don't keep. If we can keep that consistency, I think we can at least get a cup, if not even title challenge. If we don't win the title, it's okay. We need to go deep into the title challenge.
Okay. A question by Eugene. All right, question for the panels. Should Spurs get Maguire from Man United? Okay, Eugene is a Spurs fan lah, right? He has his own channel also. All right, so maybe I tanya Jai lah, apa pendapat you? Should Spurs get Maguire from United?
No, actually Eugene dia kena tanya juga dekat diri dia sendiri. Adakah Spurs perlukan Maguire? Ini bukan masalah Maguire perlu dijual ataupun tidak. So kalau kita pun tengok semalam line up tiba-tiba Maguire ada, kita macam silence sekejap tau. Macam bertafakul sekejap. Alamak, Maguire ada lah. Mungkin akan jadi satu tragedi dekat dalam Manchester semalam punya game. So for me, kalau Spurs nak ambil free pun ambil lah. Tak ada masalah. Sebab I pun sebenarnya pelik juga Maguire semalam main. Sebab kita dah tahu kita ada line up masa tu, Varane ada. Okey lah, betul lah kata Eddie, kita kena buat rotation whatever kan. So tetapi adakah disaster ataupun tidak? So for me, Spurs ke siapa-siapa ke nak ambil lah Maguire free, tak apa, ambil lah. Kita orang memang rela kan. Okay, korang nak letak captain as Spurs pun tak apa, ambil lah kan. So kita memang tunggu je lah Spurs apa ke ambil Maguire.
If Spurs come for Maguire, please give Marcel also, get that Son in. Hey, come on lah, Son and Marcel now, I think form-wise, right, I think Marcel is slightly better lah, right? Son is crap now at this moment. I think Eugene can actually testify to that as well also, okay? Never give up hope on the emo one, alright? Never give up hope on the emo one. Okay, since there are some talks about Marcel, I know every time I come on and then if Marcel don't perform, a lot of talk about Marcel. Okay, so I'm going to jump straight into it, alright? Bias, whatever it is, I don't care. Okay, Eddie, I'm going to ask you, our front three, alright? No doubt, I think we can actually see the improvements in the midfield with Casemiro coming in the back four, back five, of course, with David De Gea improving his game, our fullbacks, on fire, scoring goals and whatnot, just not doing the defensive job. Yeah, bombing forward, scoring goals. Centre back, I think pretty much we are there. The main centre back pairing there already, midfield and whatnot. Now our front three, I think right now the only one firing is only Rashford. Okay, so are you worried in any way, any form? And then, do you think that we actually need reinforcements in the January transfer window?
Yes, we do. We need that reinforcement. I think the current front three that we have against smaller teams, maybe they can perform. I have no issues with Rashford. He is on fire. He's scoring, I think just about every game that he's playing at the moment. But Martial, I don't know. He's there. You can see him there, but his performance, I think he missed a few chances over the last 2 games.
One yesterday, two the other day.
Yesterday, okay lah. That's still a few. I think what we really need right now is a proper number 9. We need a proper striker. We need someone who is going to, score all the chances that's being created. Because we are missing a lot. There are a lot of chances being created and we're not scoring. Yesterday was 3-0. It could have been 5-0 or even more if our forwards were a little more critical in front of goal. So, to answer your question, yes, we do need reinforcements, especially a number 9, a proper number 9.
Okay, Eddie, when you talk about proper number 9, are you talking about those the classic like a Giroud kind of number 9, or you're talking about someone who can actually play deep, maybe like a Harry Kane type of player? Which do you think will actually suit our current system right now?
Looking at how the team is playing and looking at how Ten Hag sets up the team and the way we play, I think we need a number 9 who is a little bit more mobile. So it's not going to be someone who's just going to sit in front, wait in the box for balls to come in for him to score. We need someone who is more mobile. He can move to the left, to the right, make runs for Rashford or Garnacho, or whoever it is who is playing up front together with the number 9. So he's not going to be a static player. He has to be someone who is going to be moving around, because I think that's how the team plays. I think that's the kind of tactic that Ten Hag is going to employ.
Okay, Josh, based on what Eddie just mentioned, so don't you think that Marcel actually fits that profile? I mean, apart from him not being clinical enough, I mean, we got to give props when props is due. Like, he actually found a space yesterday. He missed the header, yes, he pretend that he hantam his eye or whatever it is. But he actually found a space. He actually ran into space. I think he was the one who actually started that attack initial on. So do you think that Marcel actually fits that profile? Then he needs maybe a bit more clinical finishing from him.
Yeah, so the role that Martial is playing is a very important role, but he's not clinical in front of goal. The part where Martial is playing very important is that when his back is at goal, when he brings on the players, when doing the 1-2 with Rashford, playing the through balls, for the wing backs, when Shaw comes in, Garnacho comes in, so he's playing that critical role, right? But the one that he needs to improve on is his finishing. But you're right, he got into very, very nice spaces. I think that has been his biggest improvement. So that's why probably he needs more time in that segment. That's why we need a reinforcement immediately. Because what if Martial don't play, right? We don't have actually a centre forward per se for now, or to play even what Martial does now. Actually, he's off the ball, he's pressuring up front, he's playing off the ball. I think he's playing a very critical role. Like, it's like that time where Giroud never scores in the World Cup, but he's playing the most important role in the thing. So I'm not saying this because, Coach Tom, you like Martial, but it's because he's actually bringing on the players to play this part of the game. The Erik ten Hag style of playing this football. But yes, we need someone who can finish, because there's a lot of chances. Even going back to the Nottingham Forest game, we have so many chances that we couldn't execute. The headers, 1-to-1s, the quick 1-2s and shots, and we need a striker who can come back, have quick turns and score even from outside the box. That someone like Harry Kane or even Tony does that very well. Even like Callum Wilson, for example, Newcastle, they are all good in the box. Someone who is very clinical in the box. So yeah, hopefully January, if we have the money, we probably hopefully get one.
Are you comparing Martial to Timo Werner and Darwin Núñez? Come on, lah, wey. Come on. Open goal, dude. That is like open goal. I could have scored that back heel also. I could have scored that, lah, wey. Okay, Jai. So, soalan. Jikalau tak ada reinforcement datang, tak ada player baru yang datang January window ini kan. So, pada pendapat you sekarang, siapa forward 3 yang kita patut start? Okay, sekarang boleh nampak Anthony Santos, dia punya, I tak tahu dia cedera ke apa, dia pun tak ada kat bangku semalam. Dia macam on off saja. Okay, Anthony Ilenga juga on off saja. Jadon Sancho juga tak tahu dia nak main ke tak nak main sekarang. So front 3 siapa yang you akan letak kalau reinforcement tak datang January?
No, kalau ikutkan rumours terbaru, kita akan beli balik Cristiano Ronaldo. Mungkin. Rumours lah. Tetapi untuk masa sekarang ni, apa yang kita ada, itu yang kita pakai. Sebab kita sekarang, kalau ikutkan apa yang Erik Ten Hag pernah cakap dan I pernah bagi tahu live before, kita perlukan satu striker yang betul-betul striker. Bukan striker yang kita pakai as not a tulen punya striker. Kita perlukan satu striker yang betul-betul striker yang boleh buat kerja as a striker. So penyudah yang betul, penyudah yang bagus, apa semua. Tetapi untuk masa sekarang, kita terpaksa guna apa yang kita ada. Walaupun kita ada Martial, sebab Martial dia ada expired date dia. Kita tak tahu expired date dia mungkin lagi 2 tahun ke 3 tahun ke, kita tak tahu. Tapi apa yang kita ada, itu yang kita kena pakai buat masa sekarang ni. Dan consistently, kita punya game setiap kali untuk masa sekarang kita menang. So, itu perkara kedua. Kalau kita tidak ada mempunyai striker yang betul-betul kita ambil. Buat masa ni kita perlu gunakan, walaupun kita ada Sancho, walaupun kita ada Anthony, kita gunakan apa yang ada lah. Sebab sekarang kita tak boleh nak demand. Sebab kita tak tahu apa yang Erik Ten Hag tengah rancangkan dan apa yang perlu ada dalam credibility seorang striker yang perlu dia ada buat masa sekarang ni. Sebab dia dah keluar statement, dia perlukan satu striker yang betul-betul tulen. So kita boleh guess lah siapa yang tulen. Kalau ikutkan kalau pendapat I, Zlatan Ibrahimovic itu adalah striker yang tulen. Tetapi adakah sesuai dengan Erik Ten Hag? So dekat sini berbalik kepada Erik Ten Hag juga. Dia perlu ataupun tidak perlu. Sebab buat masa ni buat apa kita beli macam Núñez tetapi tak boleh jaringkan gol, depan gol. Buat apa? Buat apa kita nak membazir? Baik kita gunakan Martial lah tentu yang tak boleh jaringkan gol. Faham maksud saya? So gunakan saja apa yang ada buat masa sekarang. Sorry pada Coach Dom lah.
But one thing yang kita boleh setuju lah, at least daripada goalkeeper sampai ke midfield, at least kita boleh nampak satu consistency kat sana lah. So at least buat masa sekarang, if our front three is not really firing all that much, at least we can at least keep a clean sheet lah. Then hopefully with individual brilliance or whatnot, right, we can actually get a goal or two lah. Okay, so Raj, question by Raj, thoughts on Van de Beek injury? Okay, before we talk about his injury lah, alright, Eddie, I want to ask you, what's your opinion on Van de Beek's performance so far? I think he's given some time in recent games and whatnot, right? Do you actually see a certain improvements right before his injury yesterday?
I would say yesterday, of all the times that I've seen him play in the last couple of months, I'm surprised to say that I would say yesterday was one of his better performance. Better in the sense that not as bad as all the other games that he was playing. No doubt, I think even in the Telegram group, people were saying, hey, what's Van de Beek doing and all that. His role, I believe, yesterday was just to stir whatever is happening on the pitch. Probably not really winning balls, but really just making sure that he's making some runs, doing some tackles. He did a tackle. Of course, it was a foul after all. And he was one of his better performances, I would say, compared to all the past couple of games that he was playing. Unfortunately, he got that injury. Who knows? Maybe if he was still playing and without the injury, he might have contributed something else.
Yeah, I would actually agree with you, Eddie, because I think he was actually growing from the games, right? The past few games, he's growing into gelling with the team and whatnot. He's actually making some runs into the how to say the box and whatnot also. So
can see that he's making an effort lah. He's making an effort.
yeah. And this time around, it seems that he's actually trying. I mean, a way is like linking up, gelling with the team. Previously, I think before this, right, under the previous management and whatnot, when he was playing, he's lost, he's running about, but no one is actually picking up on what he's actually trying to do. But this time around, you can actually see some form of chemistry, maybe from Casemiro. I believe Casemiro tried to loop a ball to him and whatnot also. So you can actually see some chemistry there. So having said that, his injury, Josh, do you think that this is a big loss to Manchester United at this moment? I mean with our squad depth and whatnot.
Wow, that's a very difficult question. If I want to say big loss also, actually, to be honest, it's not such a big loss lah. To be honest, as much as I want to support Van de Beek, but you know, he's behind par for a long time already. You know, given the chances that he played, but he will be quite critical for as a squad rotation. I don't know if he would agree to that kind of role for now, before he can break into the first 11. Because I still feel like someone like I like Fred coming in, you know, when he come in, he makes sort of an impact as well. In the behind the striker role, that many people can play that role. Even Eriksen can play that role. Bruno, in a tough situation, even Casemiro can play that role as well. But yeah, it's a very big loss. I would say in terms of him as a squad player, but I don't think so as a first 11. Because he will still be ideally a squad rotational player for now. As much as I want him to be at his top form again, you know, but that's the reality lah, you know, for him. But wow, that tackle for him, thankfully it was not. I hope it's not as critical as I saw in the picture. Hopefully he comes back within the next 2-3 weeks, and then maybe he could be someone who can, you know, race for the Europa League, for example, and play a part in that.
Okay, stats, Jai. Okay, kita 17 game dah main. Sekarang kita tempat keempat, sama point dengan Newcastle dengan 1 game on hand. Okay, 1 point behind Manchester City. Okay, 9 points behind Arsenal. So, Jai, pada pendapat you, adakah kita dalam satu title challenge?
Belum. Kita belum sampai untuk title challenge. Sebab kalau kita nak improve, kita nak dapat kita punya momentum untuk kata yang kita ni title challenge, kita kena menang dengan Manchester City, kita kena menang dengan Arsenal, dan kita kena menang dengan Lollipop, dan kita kena menang dengan a few Newcastle, kita kena menang, kita kena konsisten. Kalau kita tak konsisten, kita jangan harap untuk kita nak dapatkan title challenge. Dan lagi satu, kita tak boleh harapkan Rashford sahaja untuk skor. Kita tak boleh harapkan Bruno sahaja skor. Kita kena harapkan semua orang kat dalam pitch tu boleh skor. Even Luke Shaw, even Maguire, Varane, whatever. Siapa-siapa pun kena skor. So dekat sini, untuk I jauh lagi untuk nak kata kita ni title challenge. Tapi momentum tu ada untuk masa sekarang. Positive vibe tu memang ada. Apa yang Erik ten Hag buat, memang kita boleh nampak perubahan game by game. Itu yang paling mustahak. So untuk fan dekat luar nak kata kita ni antara title challenge, untuk I jauh lagi lah. Jauh lagi. So kita kena berada dalam keadaan yang berfikiran logik. Baru kita boleh tengok akan datang apa akan berlaku.
Okay, Sujay mentioned we really haven't got that click yet to challenge for the title this season. But if we win City and Arsenal next consecutive games, for sure we'll be in the title race. So maybe Eddie, I'll plug your input a bit, because the last time I saw you, we were watching the game whereby we got hammered by Manchester City 6-3. Okay, so the next league game that we will be playing will be against itu sini. Not like that. Tak ada suara pasal Martial Scott, right? So the next league game that we'll be playing will be against Manchester City. So this time around, with our performance so far, and also I think the last time around, Casemiro came in, I think, as a substitute. He didn't really start. Okay, that time we had our fullbacks wasn't really firing. Tyrell Malacia was playing then, right? And then I think our centre back pairing was pretty much at least the centre back pairing that we have, Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez. So do you think this time around will be a different game? do you think there will be an improvement this time around?
Here's my take. That game that we played against City, it was the first game that we played after a long break, right? Because of the Queen passed away and whatnot. So there was a long break, and we came back, and the first game was against City. At the time, the team haven't really gelled yet. So I guess that's why we got hammered. Come back, one big game against City of all people, playing away. So, but that was then. Now, many games after that, I think the team is much better playing together. As you said just now, the defense is quite strong, right? Our midfield has also strengthened. Game by game, we're getting better and better. We can see the Casemiro playing. He's putting in performance after performance in every game. So this is not going to be the same United that City played at that time, the last time. This is a different City. This is a different United. So I think this time around, and I hope that it will be a much better fight. Okay, are we going to win it at home? I don't know, right? I really don't know, because this is City we're talking about, the noisy neighbors. They know that we are catching up. So United wins against City, that means we will be above them. No,
Yeah, we'll be above them. I mean, assuming we
we'll be above them.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we'll be above them. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Right. So they'll know. So this game is as big for them as it is for us. Right. My only wish is that the team really goes all out. All cylinders firing. The defense being very, very solid. The midfield. Don't lose the ball that we were like how we were losing the ball against City the last game.
Yes.
We just couldn't hang on to the ball. So this time around, I hope we are a little bit more, we are more solid all around, at the back and at the front, and hopefully Rashford is still firing on all cylinders. Still on fire.
And Marcel score another. And Marcel score another 2
Boleh.
goals.
Ambillah 2 gol. Tambah lagi 2 gol.
Adam mention we are not in title challenge kalau Marcel asyik tanduk angin atau tanduk ke laut. Orang yang pakar tanduk tu dah tak ada kat United. Bro, move on. Okay, move on. Okay, just to wrap things up, Josh, man of the match for the game, United versus Bournemouth.
Man of the match, I would actually give out a very surprising one to Wan-Bissaka. Actually, I'm really impressed of him yesterday. No doubt, I think Casemiro played a big part, but I think I want to give big kudos to Wan-Bissaka. All he had to do was play like yesterday for the next 20 games. I think we are in a very good position, because we have always leaked on the flanks. All right. And he had done a lot. If you rewatch the game, because yesterday I just wanted to watch the highlights again, right? A lot of interception, a lot of flanking play, 1-2s he done. His crosses were much better. He was a threat, going in front. But then again, it's Bournemouth lah, and Nottingham Forest at that one point. But I'm giving it to Wan-Bissaka because of the improvement. Like Casemiro, he was consistent being a good player, but Wan-Bissaka yesterday really make a big impact throughout the whole game. But yeah, and to add to that, we are still in 4 cups, by the way. So keep the belief going. We can still hit maybe a double or a treble. Who knows, lah, right?
Okay, Jai, man of the match.
Dalam seumur hidup I as a fan Manchester United, I tak pernah tengok lagi keeper yang boleh melebihi Peter Schmeichel dan Van der Sar. So ini keeper, kita memang sentiasa every game kita boleh nampak dia punya performance untuk save bola by one apa semua. So kita kena enjoy lah moment David De Gea bermain terbaik dalam performance dia. Tetapi saya tidak akan memilih David De Gea. Saya akan memilih Saya akan memilih Casemiro sebab intercept dia dan gel dia dekat dalam padang, kita boleh nampak lah dia punya kelas as a midfield yang I rasa dekat EPL sekarang antara midfield terbaik lah dalam defensive midfielder. So kita tak perlu nak fikir pasal Rice ke ataupun sesiapa saja. Sebab lagi satu, ada satu gol tu develop daripada bawah, dari ke bawah ke tengah yang Casemiro buat. So for me, I pilih Casemiro.
Okay, Eddie, your man of the match.
My choice will be Luke Shaw. Because I think yesterday he put on a good performance. The goal that he scored was started by him and finished by him. You know, and it was a fantastic run. Usually we would expect him to take the ball and take it to the end and then cross. But what he did was he got the ball, he brought it forward, and he went inside.
Yes.
Which I think was like, what the hell are you trying to do? You know. But yeah, he put in another solid performance. He was great at advertising at centre back the past 2 games. Today he's back to his normal position, and yeah, he did great. I was so impressed with him yesterday. So I'm giving him the man of the match, my man of the match.
Okay, Justin. Yeah, moment of silence for those who wanted Ten Hag to sell David De Gea. Bradley mentioned, I like the Jai you turn Dr. Potong's team. Okay, Doc. For your sake, my man of the match, David De Gea. Again, 3 times in a row, Doc. 3 times in a row. Don't say I kecam David De Gea frozen and or whatever. Okay, yesterday he finally used his right hand. Well, how come this time around he's like using his right hand only? I don't know. I think he's trying to make the save harder than it is, right? I think to gather more fans now. Okay. So with that, thank you so much for joining us. All right. Like usual, please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. All right. Good night.
JomUnited. Thank God.